Hey, good evening, everybody. It's the eve of New Year's Eve, so I thought I'd give you a little hope update, especially when it comes to the last piece of the puzzle before we submit items to the district mission board for the enhancement ministry proposal that we're hoping that they take to home missions in the spring. So basically, this last piece of the puzzle deals with working with Christian Family Solutions. This would be the partnership organization we would work with to have Pastor Helwig come on board. And he is finishing his education, but while he's finishing that and getting his intern hours and hours for state licensure, Christian Family Solutions, which is a Wells affiliated group, used to be called Wisconsin Lutheran Child and Family Service. Christian Family Solutions is going to be the body working with Pastor Helwig when he finishes his education and also has his licensure to go into full-time counseling. So he would be working with them on behalf of them as a counselor in the area for them. And you notice with the map of their locations, the Madison area, the Watertown Lake Mills area is doesn't have a little dot by it. So they're looking to have a location in that area to serve the Wells folks in this geographic area: Madison, Watertown, Fort Atkinson, Jefferson, Lake Mills. And this is an area they really want to have some presence in. So this partnership is something that's very attractive to them and is very useful for us. What they're proposing is a pilot program that about 2 other Wells congregations have participated in. They are using this, and it's called the Community Counseling Care Partnership, which is a fancy way of basically saying the local congregation has facilities that the Christian counselor can use for counseling services. And in one case, one of those counselors is also a pastor of that location. And so he spends half of his time working for Christian Family Solutions as a counselor, and he works the other half of his time as a pastor of that, one of the pastors at that church location. So the partnership works nice for Christian Family Solutions. They don't have to build an office. They don't have to put a bunch of money in infrastructure. They're partnering with the congregation to use that space. They do have some space requirements of what's needed, but it's understanding when it's dealing with confidential counseling services. But the congregation benefits with having a counselor there for congregational needs and community needs, and also their pastor. So this is kind of the partnership we would be working with Child and Family Service, a dual role counselor with the Community Counseling Care Partnership. Pastor Helwig would be spending half time with St. John and the Mission and half time with Christian Family Solutions as a counselor in the area. So how they work out this arrangement is the pastor, in this case Pastor Helwig, would be called by the congregation, since Hope is not its own entity yet. It's still working towards that. He would be called by St. John. St. John would have him on the payroll, and what would happen is on a monthly basis, on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, as payroll happens, St. John would pay him, and Christian Family Solutions would reimburse half of his salary and benefits to St. John. So those are things to work out logistically, but we would have those salary and benefit needs as part of the package we bring before the synod, so that aspect of the financing of the mission effort, being Pastor Helwig's salary and benefits, would be covered, hopefully under that proposal to Synod. And then as that tiered support over the next 3 years changes, what Synod likes to do is do something like 100%, 80%, 60% type thing. Hopefully we have more membership at Hope and at St. John's to absorb the funding that we need to take care of the support that will be needed and that is lessening by the Synod, because they want their dollars to stretch to other missions too. So what does this all kind of look like? It's probably about $95,000 to $100,000 per year, but when you cut that in half, then you are talking about something that seems kind of realistic, about a $50,000 ask for the Synod per year to help us with this manpower. But the benefit from that is not only pastoral manpower to help at St. John's and at Hope, but also counseling services for the congregation that's readily available, helping us do mission work through that counseling in Deerfield, community programs, parenting seminars, seminars of how to parent your teens, life needs seminars, how do I deal with retirement, how do I deal with being an empty nester, all those type of possibilities are before us of how we can reach out to the community. One of the big things that is going to be a challenge for this and dependent to make this work is finding some facilities for ourselves. My gut says we still go back to that place right across from the Deerfield Coffee House that seems to be open for rent or lease as a place where we're highly visible. There seems to be a layout in that building that would allow us to do counseling and some Sunday morning type things. Something that we will continue to check out here in the new year. But that's the next step we need to take anyhow. Finding a ministry home, a ministry center for Hope, I think is a valuable next step, because it shows the community, hey, we're here to stay and we're sinking down roots, instead of just a group that I don't know about that's meeting up at the grade school. So that will be part of something we need to look at. That's not necessarily in the funding package we're bringing before the Synod, but I'm gathering with the support we've had from our brothers and sisters in Christ in the area, with other grant opportunities we'll have open to us once we are approved for our mission status with the Synod. Then we'll have other financial avenues that we can walk down to try to secure some of those needs. So again, that's going to also be before us. Final thing, don't know where, that came from something else. Sorry. Final thing for tonight is, just as we wrap up, is just counting the blessings of this past year. Who would have thought that a congregation like ours could start a mission? Who would have thought that we'd be able to get as far along the path as we have to this point? We have a bunch of stuff before us, but we have teammates and willing partners to help with the financial efforts and and just the people efforts of connecting with folks to make those relationships happen as Hope grows. We have the possibility of having Pastor Helwig be a part of this partnership, and a whole other group, Christian Family Solutions, being a part of it too. I see God putting some wonderful things before us to be very thankful for. And as we look back over the past year, much that He has already done for us, and what a hand of grace has guided us to this point. So we look forward to more of that guidance and more of those blessings coming in 2022. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of an indication of the direction ahead of us. Leaders, you'll be receiving more emails and things to help us as that partnership with Christian Family Solutions gets really buttoned down and put together in the proposal for the mission board. But just wanted to give you an update to this point. blessings to you. Have a very blessed and happy new year. God be with you until we see each other again soon.